Hello YouTube, I'm making this video to talk a bit about thin 4C hair. Well, I don't know how to start, okay? I don't mean to. Anyway, I just want to say thin 4C hair is the most challenging type of hair, I think, of all the hair types. I think 4C, thin 4C hair, because there is a thick 4C hair and there is a thin 4C hair. I believe that thin 4C hair is the most challenging kind of hair type ever. I have thin 4C hair. So why is it the most challenging type? Because it's very fragile. Whatever that is so thin is going to break very easily. Because if it's thick, there is enough room for you to manipulate it. If you're touching it every day, then um, some of the hair might be like whatever. How can I explain it? Because if it's thick, it's like it can stand the manipulation and everything. But if your hair is thin, then it can't take too much of you messing with it. And if you have natural hair, I mean, like you have to braid it. You might need to braid it. You might want to style it. If you just style it, if you have like thin hair and you're trying to style it, it would easily break. If you're trying to wave it, if you're trying to wash it, you're trying to detangle it, any good thing that you're trying to do to the hair is gonna make it to break. So the question becomes, how do you keep 4C hair, thin 4C hair? Like how do you grow it? I think that the best way to try and grow your thin 4C hair is to thicken it. You need to find ways to thicken your hair. Luckily, there are different methods out there to thicken your 4C hair. One of the best ways that I've come to know is henna. Henna thickens your hair. And henna is something that I think if you have thin 4C hair, you need to use henna at least once a month. You need to do a henna treatment once a month. Every new growth that comes out after a month, make sure you apply it on the new growth and on the ends. You can never apply too much henna on your ends. Just leave that thing there for 8 hours if you can. Well, 8 hours maybe it's too long, but leave it for at least an hour when you're doing your henna treatment. You need to leave the henna on your hair for at least an hour. Do that every month. And if you're washing your hair, do not wash your hair with regular shampoo. Make sure that you're using like a volumizing shampoo or a volumizing conditioner. This also helps to sort of thicken the strands, and those are the kind of conditioners and shampoo that are designed for thin hair. So use something that's going to volumize your hair or give your hair some layering, something that's going to add a layer to your hair. That way you're not constantly, when you want to manipulate your hair, you're not in direct contact with your own hair. There's a layer there that's going to protect you from messing with your hair. And on top of all that, whenever you're like trying to braid your hair or do any twisting or anything, make sure that you're using something on your hair that's thick. Products that are thick are actually like very good for thin 4C hair. Okay, I'm gonna show you something that's kind of funny. It's weird, but this is edge control. I do not only use it on my edge, but I use it for the ends of my hair. Like when I twist my ends and I come all the way down to the ends of my hair, in order to stop it from splitting, I use edge control on the ends of my hair. This thing, I'm sure those of you who know it know how thick this thing is. It's extremely thick, but it locks the ends of the hair and it prevents it from from falling. So if you put something that's as thick as this, that hair is not gonna fall out. Because this is very thick. Those of you who know it, edge control. Use it on the ends of that hair. Do whatever you have to do that's going to prevent the hair from falling out. That's the main thing that you want to look for when it comes to your thin 4C hair. You're trying to do the things to your hair that's going to cause the least amount of breakage. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, that's the end of my video. I just wanted to leave some tips here because when I read some of the comments that some people leave, I feel like some people haven't yet realized how important henna is for their thin hair, or how important volumizing shampoos and conditioner. Let me not say shampoo. Shampoo is not the best. Castile soap is actually best to use to wash your 4C hair, thin or thick. I feel like Castile soap, like a vegetable oil soap, is very good. So for conditioners, you want to use a volumizing conditioner. You want to apply henna. Henna is like a protein treatment because it like strengthens your hair. So once a month, you want to use henna. You want to deep condition your hair with a volumizing shampoo every weekend because your hair needs the moisture. Our 4C hair needs the moisture. You need to deep condition your hair every weekend and make sure that you apply something thick to the ends of your hair, something that's gonna give a layer to your hair, to the entire strand, so you're not in direct contact with the actual hair. So that's the way I do to grow my hair, and I'm gonna see how this works for me for the next year or so, maybe the next couple of months. And I have to say, so far, like the amount of breakage that I'm having is a whole lot less. After I use henna on my hair breaks a whole lot less. And just using the edge control, like I'm just experiencing a whole lot less breakage, and that's great news because that means that I'm retaining more hair. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that with everyone. I hope this is helpful to you guys. So take care and enjoy the rest of your day or night. Bye.